Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel Abass English. Today I am going to teach you present perfect continuous tense. This is the fourth part of the present tense. In the previous video you have gone through the understanding of present perfect tense. Now in this video we are going to deal with present perfect continuous tense. So let us get started. Before that starting, I request you to subscribe, like and share my channel so that others may also get the benefits of this informative video. So let us get started. Present perfect continuous tense. The second name of it is present perfect progressive tense. Now the question arises, what is present perfect continuous tense? It means any action, it means any activity that started in the past but that continues into the present. The action started in the past and it still continues into the present. It still continues up to the present. However, it will just become clear to you through the example. You have to just remember the meaning of it. Present perfect continuous tense. Present means it is still happening now. Perfect means some part of action has already gone by. Some part of action has been completed. Continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense. It is continuous at this very moment of time. Some part of it has already been completed. In short, any action that started in the past but that still continues into the present. You have to just remember it. Now, what is the structure of it? What are the structural principles to be used into the construction of present perfect continuous tense? Here it is written has been or have been plus ing form of verb. You have to remember it. Has been or have been plus ing form of verb. Now the question arises, what is ing form of verb? Ing form of verb is nothing but you have to put some letters ing at the end of a verb. For example, write. If we will add ing, it will become writing. Play. If we add ing, it will become playing. Write. If we add ing, it will become writing. Eat. If we add ing, it will become eating. So any verb which ends in ing, it is called the ing form of verb. Now you have to remember this structure. Has, have, has been, have been plus ing form of verb. However, there is yet another rule, that is for and since. For and since is used in present perfect continuous tense. If you are to make a sentence along the lines of present perfect continuous tense, then you have to use the formula has been, have been plus ing form of verb. For and since is also used into the construction of sentences along the principles of present perfect continuous tense. Now the question arises, what is for? Where can we use the word for? In the grammatical books you can just find the meaning of it. For denotes period of time and since denotes point of time. But most of the students, they are not able to properly understand these two terms, has, for and since. They have been getting completely perplexed in terms of the proper understanding of these two terms, for and since. I will make it clear to you through the examples and through the explanation of it. For denotes period of time. What does it mean? What is period of time? Period of time denotes an amount of time that you have used, that you have spent into the performance of a particular activity. What does it mean? For denotes an amount of time that you have spent so far into performing a particular action, into performing a particular activity. It does not show you the starting point of any action. It just shows you how long you have been working. How long you have been working, not from where you started your action. No. It just shows us the amount of time that you spent, that you used into the performance of a particular action. Now the since. Since means point of action. It denotes the starting point for a particular action. It states the point from where you started your action. the time from where you started your activity, you started your action. However, these two terms will just become clear to you through the examples. For denotes period of time, since denotes point of time. These two terms are commonly used in present perfect continuous tense. You have to just go through the explanation of this. For denotes period of time, since denotes point of time. For means how long you have been working, how long you will have been working, how long you have worked. Since point of time, it means when did you start your action, when did you start your work. Since, when do you start your work? In the present time, when do you start your work? When will you start your work? These type of questions, when they, whatever the answer we get from asking such questions, it just denotes the since, it just denotes the point of time. Now, here are some examples to you for the proper understanding, for the systematic understanding of these terms and the structure that is shown here on the board. In the previous video, I have already told you the usage of has been, have been. He, she, it or any name. It can be followed by has been. In the previous video, I have told you comprehensively regarding the usage of has, have. He, she, it or any name. It can be followed by has been. And the rest of the pronouns, they are followed by have been. Now, look at the examples. I have been reading for 2 hours. I have been reading for 2 hours. In Urdu, we can say, मैं 2 घंटे से पढ़ रहा हूँ. Does it mean that I am just stating here the starting point for the action of reading? No, I am just saying how long I was reading. How long I was reading. I am just stating the amount of time, not the starting point of a particular action. I have been reading for 2 hours. That is why I have used the word for here. I have been reading for 2 hours. मैं 2 घंटे से पढ़ रहा हूँ. It means that some part of my reading has already been completed, but I am still reading at this very moment of time. This is the meaning of present perfect continuous tense. Any action that started in the past but is still continuing at the present. Now, I have been playing since 3 o'clock. मैं 3 बजे से खेल रहा हूँ. मैं 3 बजे से खेल रहा हूँ. What does it show? Does it show the period of time or point of time? Does it show us from where we started our action, or does it show us the amount of time being employed by us into the performance of action? No, it just starts us. When did we start the action? I have been playing since. That is why I have used the word since, because it is used to refer to the point of time. I have been playing since 3 o'clock. मैं 3 बजे से खेल रहा हूँ. It doesn't mean that I have been playing for 3 hours. No. Here the exact time is given. Exact point. It shows us the point from where we started our action. So for point of time, we always use since. You have been playing since morning. Here again, the starting point, the starting time is given. That is why I have used the word since. It doesn't show us, it doesn't tell us how long I have been playing. It doesn't show us that sort of information. He has been writing since 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock is here the point of time. It shows us the starting point of our action. What is our action here? It is writing. It means my act of writing started at which time? At 5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock. It shows us the starting point of a particular action. Here it is the starting point. I am not referring to the number of hours that I have used into the performance of a particular activity. I am just referring to the starting point of it. Whenever you refer just to the starting point of a particular action, you have to use the word since, not for. However, if you will try to show the number of hours, the number of minutes, the number of years into the performing of a particular action or activity, then you have to use the word for. For denotes period of time, since denotes point of time. In Urdu or Kashmiri, in Kashmiri we can say since means kajpet, for go kuta kal go. For means kuta kal go, since means kajpet. Shortest means kajpet, मैं kajpet को शुरू, for go मैं kuta kal go. That this is what I am trying to say you in English. For denotes period of time and since denotes point of time. Now here are some examples. Now if we are to make the interrogative sentence means any sentence which asks us a question. For example, which asks us a question. If you are to make a question sentence based on present perfect continuous tense, then you have to split have been by putting the word subject between them. How? Let us see. Here I have been reading for, here the two words, they are in combination. I have been reading for 2 hours. Now if we were to frame a sentence based on present perfect continuous tense, then I have to split, I have to separate have been using the subject in between them. For example, have I been reading for 2 hours? क्या मैं 2 घंटे से पढ़ रहा हूँ? Have I been reading? Here have been, it has been splitted using the subject here I between them. Have I been reading for 2 hours? Have I been reading since 3 o'clock? Has he been writing since morning? Because here the pronoun is he, it must be followed by has. You have already learned this in the previous video. Has he been writing since morning? So if you are to make the interrogative sentence, you have to just put has or have before the beginning of the sentence. After that, has or have must be followed by the subject. After that, you will see been being used into the construction of the sentences. Now, this was all about present perfect continuous tense. Any action that started in the past but that still continues into the present. It is the basic definition of it. Now, there is yet another use of present perfect continuous tense. It is shortly written here. Any action that has recently stopped. Any action that has recently stopped. Suppose I was playing cricket. After the playing of cricket, I came back home. However, the mother said to me, asked me, why are you so tired? Why are you so tired? What will be my response? What will be my answer at that time? I would say her that I am tired because I have been playing cricket. It means that my act of playing cricket has just stopped. It doesn't mean that it is still continuing. It is still continuing at this very moment of time. It doesn't mean that. Any action that has just stopped. It may be 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, but not longer than that. Any action that has just stopped. It is also the use of present perfect continuous tense. So, my answer would be at that time that I am tired now. अब मैं थका हुआ हूँ, थक चुका हूँ. Why? वजह क्या है? Because I have been playing cricket. क्योंकि मैं क्रिकेट खेल रहा था. यहाँ पे आप देख रहे हो who है या हो, यहाँ पे था, क्योंकि it just refers us the action of the past. It just give us the indication of the activity having gone by. मैं खेल रहा था. Any activity that has just stopped. So you can say I am tired now because I have been playing cricket. However, based on this sentence, you will be able to build and construct millions of sentences. But this is the exemplary sentence for you. This is just with a view of giving you the example for the proper and systematic understanding of present perfect continuous tense. So I hope you must have enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and share it to others so that the others may also avail the benefits of this video. Thank you very much.